Hello there! I hope my volume's correct. If not, sorry. I've been trying to figure out how to work a compressor. I don't really do audio very much. This is John here on behalf of Second Dynasty, and I want to just first start with a hello to those who are here at the beginning. I want to say hello to Shergal, who had the strange statement, the Viking scroll of Ratatosk flies. Oh no, the chat went up. Flies through the colossal expanse. Drill tooth. I'm not sure. I have no idea how to say these words. Solo Spirit. Hello, folks. Tamsin B. Good afternoon. Kathy, you made it. Welcome. Jaren, yes. National Day is the most generic holiday name I've ever heard. And Solo Spirit with the bends away. The daughters can play. Sure got woo. Overboard. Hey, overboard. What's up, everyone? Music was louder on average. You could see and hear me. That's great. Doug Jeffries, hello to you. And John is definitely there. Yes, Kathy, all of you are correct. Now, I have several things to discuss with you today. Let's begin because the main point of this video is going to be doing the Ratatosk 270 conversion. We used to do them a very weird way that kind of looked awful, but now we do it the hard way, and I think the results speak far better. Let's begin with the expendable base. So, expendable is a campaign launching on Frontier, I think either today or next week. Please note it's based on approval. I'm very excited though about it. Sorry, the pre-order page is launching this within the next 7 days. The actual campaign launches mid-July. Let's go take a look at it. You also need a 270 Typhon, just saying, no thank you. This is the expendable base, a grid forge compatible. That's an easy swap and change out system that is open with a interesting license. P.S. Sorry for the confusion. You can do this the hard way or the other way. Oh well, let's do it the right way. This base is showing off just part of it with a science lab and a hallway. And he actually gave me several photos. Let's take a look at another one. There is one of our miniatures that's being worked on. I believe that is the Karen, though it might be see a few more changes. And they're going into the wonderful lab. And I originally filtered and censored all of the 8 creatures inside the lab, but it looked horrible with censoring on it, so I undid it. And then there's all the beautiful creatures in the lab right now. This is going to be launching, and I love the little tacky floor pattern that Ben worked on. Looks very nice. That's Dr. Space Karen to you. Now, I need to talk about something that's been on our mind for a bit. We actually have more people viewing than we have subscribers for some of our videos. And that's great. At the same time, please remember to like, subscribe, because if you want to see more of these things, we need to help other people see them and maybe buy something, maybe, or just even just be part of the conversation. We need more reach. We need to actually reach people because we want to show them these cool stuff. We want people to have adventures. We want people to have fun. It looks very much like a Lego floor, you're right. So remember to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I actually watched as we got people liking the video. It actually does it, a little boop on my screen. And every time you do a little boop, my heart goes, ah. So thank you. Tack so make you. Now, I want to talk about something else. There is a new ATV adjustment up on the tribe. So I'm actually going to turn off oh my goodness, I see more little boops. Thank you again. Boops, but no beeps. Just boop boops. Because yeah, it's this one. There's a heart in there. So thank you very kindly. I'm going to turn off my studio effects. I didn't know this was part of Windows Now, the built-in little blurring thing. I thought it was very helpful. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing because I want to just talk about some cool stuff. We had a new ATV adjustment, and it's right behind me. Yeah, there we go. This has been pretty clean this whole week, so I've been feeling very grand about that. I've been trying to have a workspace at this company, and it's very difficult because everyone wants to. We have so many ships. There are ships everywhere. I am surrounded by towers and ship parts, and there's not even a spot for the poor old Typhon. It just sits on the couch because I made Ben spend the furniture budget on more printers, so now we can't have some furniture shelving to hold the Typhon on this wall. Oopsie doopsie. Now, let's talk about this. This is the original And I will tell, Albin worked on this originally, and he was told no new mechanics by Ben. Ben forced that. So we had the same problem with the wheels. They do spin just fine, but they don't hold here when you're actually trying to use it. It might happen, it might not. Let's see. Okay, they're holding right now, which is no. Okay, you can see they kind of fall out. It's self-disassembling, as one person put it. But that does kind of work track for the, oh dear, that does kind of work for the company's lure of that they cheaped out on the cheapest thing because it has so many weirdnesses. Anyway, my point is we realized that wasn't so great. So I was given permission while Albin was away to redo just uh, some tweaks and make it to where these really do not come out. They the roof still crawls out, but the wheels don't. Okay, and that was pretty fun to do. And how it works is I'm going to show you from one of our YouTube shorts. Yeah. At IKEA, that couch is not a typhon, it's a chicken. Okay, great work, Sir Gal, stalking us. Really raising the roof. Okay, also, where they moved my desk this year, it used to be back on that back wall, but they've moved it in the middle of the room, and there's a giant metal bar across the whole floor because it's joining two different rooms that originally had a wall here. So I have to put my chair up close to my desk, I have to go over that threshold. Take it off a sick jump, yeah. That has been a really fun project, but I want to talk about our YouTube shorts. We've been starting to do YouTube shorts lately, and they've done pretty well. The Assemble with Me, the Airbus 270, I think is at 2,800 views, which is more than we have as subscribers. The ATV one is at 1,500, but didn't get very many likes, and that's because I was told it'd be better to have some voiceover than none. Like, don't try to be ASMR channel. I don't know what I was doing. But we're going to try to have more content for people to watch that isn't just these long live streams. And let's go into it. So I'm going to talk about this ATV video. I want to pause it to explain what's going on. This is the original Albin ATV, and that happens. That was a first take. I want to make sure you know that. I was like, okay, great. I may have to move this a few times, but it just, those wheels do their own thing. I was not rigged. I wasn't going to take Albin's apart though. So I took mine apart, my version, the Cocytus, and those are the parts I'm throwing away, just so people know I'm not that harsh to him. This shot, you could originally see way too much of me, so I did this little blurring thing that was fun. And now here's where you can see I put these little screws that you use a real tool to put together. And all those are 3D printable, and the screwdriver is a simple thing. I think asking people to have a screwdriver is not a huge ask. But you could screw those in, and there you go. And they all come together. I'm going to... And it actually worked really well. And the fun part is those screws print sideways. Not sideways, the outlet holes. Then I made a mistake and yeah, there we go, fixed it. And that was wonderful. And that was a really cool thing to do. And that's now available for the tribe. It's already been updated, both the ATV Highlander and the Cocytus ATV Highlander. What in the world am I talking about with the tribe? It's a monthly offering where you can get some cool stuff. But I know for those watching later, skip this part. Grid Forge, $249 a month. You get a base station communication relay area with the little tile and floor. Cool beans, $249 a month. A vehicle this month is the original ATV Highlander, which has a little rooming area and it's cool. And then, oh yeah, joke's on you, I am the Tool Jaron. But I am the walrus. No, that was from Tamsin. Then we have Friends of Benyaminin, and that's $10.19 a month annually, $12.22 a month, where you can get not only the vehicles and the Grid Forge tier, but you get a whole nother variant, the one that has a little weird rubber gasket, which is uses a fake airlock. You also get this wreck over here and these barricades. It's all so much fun. Don't forget to join the tribe if possible, though we understand if you can't. Asking for something monthly is a difficult thing. So if you are able to join us for even the campaigns, or you're just joining us for the streams to chat, we're cool with that too. Well, I am, because I don't want to be sitting here by myself. Oh, what's to do next? I have a whole task list from Ben on what to discuss in this video, because he knows that if I don't, I'll sit there boring. Okay, what is it? Oh, Oh, yeah. We got to talk about one last thing, and that is our shorts initiative. Okay, I can't stand seeing all this clutter in the background. I gotta fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Gone. Okay, there. Now it's a weird, but I think this is a very poorly done box blur the more I look at it. My final thing before we go to the Ratatosk 270 is we're talking about that new shorts initiative. We don't know what we're doing. We don't normally make shorts. So please feel free to comment down below, or you can leave a chat message, or put it in Discord, or I don't know, send us a letter. I don't know how this works, telling us what you would like to see in shorts. We're gonna start doing more with voiceover. We're gonna start doing more talking about some tips on how to do 3D printing. The purpose of these is not to be commercial, not say, hey, go join our tribe and get this cool mod art. It's just to show neat stuff and have people feel like they can, you know, be normal, engage with us. I don't know. You tell me what you want to see. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to launch Blender. I didn't even launch Blender today. This is my first time, which is unusual. I'm in Blender all the time. Every single one of my clients, at some point, I have to go launch Blender for different purposes. So I absolutely love Blender. It's a great program. If you are wanting to learn 3D modeling and you don't want to pay anything, my goodness, Blender's amazing. So let's now go into that. Come on, OBS. Do your thing, OBS. Oh dear, I've done something wrong. I've accidentally broken my computer's layout. There we go. Oh, I don't like the new Windows Auto layout. When you just want to make it go left, it tries to suggest a program to go to the other side, and that does not work. So let's see if I can get this to run right. There we go. Hopefully you see all of that. I think it works. There's some good sizzle in the Kickstarter reels to show the ships. 10, 15 short for each major campaign would be cool. Yeah, just show off what the ships were. Oh, funny note, today is called a red day. I don't know why they're called red days. They have another word in Swedish, but they also sometimes use rad dag. So, rad dog. But they have another word, and it's something else. But it's just all the days no one works is called red days. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm already back to the Ratatosk, and this time it only took me 13 minutes of my hour for streaming. Let's see what we're going to do. In the past, we did something kind of not so great. I want to show you some of the old stuff we used to do. They would go in, they would they would select all the objects and join them together and then add a remesh. And the remesh would be something like, there you go. It was never that sharp because they had to have an accounting for the spacing between things. And it never looked that great. And it would actually show up in the models too. When you resin printed them, the resolution was low enough to start being visible even though we scaled it down so much. So what I've been doing lately, I redo the models as simplified meshes. And these are still manifold, as you can see, still solid. And I go deck by deck, removing clip holes, joining meshes manually, or semi-manually, and then doing overlaps. Remesh is an incredibly dangerous tool, and it makes some really ugly stuff. So let's go through a floor and how I do my 270s now. This is it. I like this one better, so let's delete that one. And these FBXs have some interesting choices. Pretty much I delete anything that's not necessary for the outer view, which is, these are needed. This is not needed. This was originally made for 3DO, so it has a lot of extra little bits. Then I take these faces, and I start just stripping them. I find every area that I can reasonably strip away. And now now I can see this is manifold and this, not manifold, but this is the file. And then I invert Control I, X, V. And now I have just the outer edge. This is nowhere near done. It's just a quick test. This is mirrorable, so I'm going to delete that one. I believe, yeah, this is not mirrorable. Oh, that was the only one that can be mirrored. And I do mirrors because they're safer. We're just going to take this, set your origin to there, and then add a mirror. Oh, it's on a Z. That's weird. And merge. Apply all. Okay. Now we have our first of the models. It's not manifold, clearly. And we can see some of that is just because of differences of opinion. So let's merge those vertices. We're going to try to get away with a bigger merge because normally my merge's distance is usually set pretty low. And now we only have 72 verts. I just check. That's everywhere around it. So let's make this into a face. You might say this is kind of aggressive, but it does work. Then this into a face. And now we have a manifold mesh. And if you're wondering what these weird lines are, that's just because of the shading, it still has information that we don't need. So let's clear sharp, shade flat, boop, shade flat. I clicked the wrong buttons. And then let's add a modifier called a weighted normal. There you go. Now here's the tip for really good manifold shapes. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to extrude it down a little bit and then extrude this one out a little bit. That's just so the built-in, not remesh, but joining these meshes, there's no intersecting faces. Intersecting faces cause all kinds of damage. I want to talk also you guys on, and I want to hear what you're working on. Did you know Kathy is working on her own Kickstarter, and they're going to have some multi-tiered objects that use Grid Forge and also have open lock things? Just something to keep in mind. Oh, man, I don't like it when there is non-manifoldness in a model. And some of this is just tiny mistakes. Like sometimes it's just, oops, I accidentally didn't do this grid fill right. Yeah, I just like to check. Let's see, merge by distance. What's going on with this one? These things happen. And we've got to fix them. Okay, that looks like it's correct. I do this Shift H process. Yes, it's coming September. Oh, I actually was referring to your one coming a lot sooner. If you don't mind me bringing that, I appreciate that you're willing to talk about the one that's far away. But there's going to be the station right now that's coming out. That's exciting. Yeah, the training grounds. Sorry. I don't mean to treat your stuff as like, oh man, I can't remember. But oh man, I can't remember. Let's actually manually clean up this loop. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing, please ask, because I don't know what people know and don't know. Right now, I'm using this amazing feature called Grid Fill. It is so friendly. And my queue, I'm using that little menu you're seeing in the quick favorites. I love that menu. If you don't use it, you really should switch to it. It makes things so much more. Oh, this is not actual meshes. Oh no, they didn't do any of this as manifold. Okay. I have to do it the manual way. Control I. That looks good. There we go. There, this little, when you keep seeing these little quick favorite menu, I don't like doing Control L because it makes my hand move somewhere where I don't want to. It just hurts my hand a little bit, actually. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, Doug Jeffries, have been adding extra antennae to the comms tower. Print testing some bits and work on a trailblazer ship. Ours is called something else. That's a terrible name. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. This is kind of like the didn't we have this conversation in the Discord as well? I could have sworn I had this conversation with someone. Maybe I was just listening. But this is the little Q menu. I find an option I want to do F3, select linked, and that's Control L, and I don't want to remap it, so I right click it and say, and I add to quick favorites. And then when I do Q, which is a far left key, I don't have to. Anything that's on the far right, I Q and I turn into a, what's grid fill? You know, I use grid fill a lot. Let's add it to my, there, I just added it to my quick favorites. Now I can do Q and then I can do G, which are all left-handed ones. I like my left hand to move as little as possible. To hard ops. Oh, but Q is a built-in feature of Windows for quick favorites. Yes, please. Phillips from Grit. Yeah. I don't use the hard ops feature, but I get why you like it. Kathy's on a Mac. Is there a difference between, isn't Q also the, isn't Q identical on Blender copies? I don't even know what hard ops is. I need to look that up. I'm actually gonna do these together because they look like they could be done together. Hmm. Uh, Radial array. I do my own manual radial array, but okay. It sounds like you have something neat. I'll look at it again, but I typically avoid a lot of add-ons for Blender. No, not like it's just I find Blender, the default package for Blender has almost everything I need. That looks good. Control I, XV. Oh, saying it's a default for Blender. I didn't think about, could it be, okay, so these are some non-manifoldnesses. Computer auto solve them? Almost. I don't understand these ones. Clearly this is not actually correct. This should be, oh, and I love the little, I call it lipstick, but it's called auto merge, but it looks like someone putting on lipstick. I use it all the time. It's this little button here. It looks like someone puckering up. And when you click on it, it auto will do the merging when things are close enough. Be careful not to run it all the time because it can also ruin your meshes when you're not expecting it to. My goodness, is it friendly though? Okay, that's right. We hide the other ones so we don't accidentally see them. And there you go. And this one needs to go down a little bit. Oh. I have so many, okay. I like the way it moves cutters into a new folder called cutters and makes them wireframe. I don't, See, I almost never use cutters besides like a manual mesh cut, and I rarely use booleans. I do use booleans when I really need to. Maybe that's just a different way of thinking. You've certainly gone a long way in your Blender journey, if I may say so. If I may not say so. Since when do I care what you think? See, I don't use booleans for clip holes because I find I can do a really nice and an assured safe uh, grouping of a clip hole pretty easily. No, you know a lot more because you know all these extra mods. I have no idea. Mm. You have to remember, I did not come from a 3D modeling background. I just kind of just bugged people. And that's something you and I disagree on, but that's okay. I do use a distribution mod. I forget, extension, sorry. Oh yeah, sure, Gal, thank you for thinking about make sure to link the base GridForge campaign. Yeah, that is true. But you were also a judge on a TV show about modeling. Just think about that for just 1 second. Not saying that's like the peak of your career, because it's not, but it's still pretty cool. I think it's so anyway. I've never heard of what? I don't know what you're saying, but I want to know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something, a secret, and you just gotta admit you can't tell anyone else, okay? I greatly enjoy oh, I need to delete this first. I greatly enjoy some of the songs from some bizarre movies that I still to this day hum them from, and I watched them as a kid, even some as late as a teenager, and I still like enjoy them. And one of those songs is just I Need to Know, and it was from like a Barbie movie, like one of those like what do you call them? The like the really badly animated Barbie movies. And I was absolutely pleasantly surprised by some of them when I watched them with certain people. And they were so fun. Well, actually, a lot of them were terrible, but that one was so fun. It had way better music than any right to have. I'm not even gonna do these clips right. I just don't care enough to fix this. I don't know why I did it the hard way then. I'm just gonna do that. Because it's like, I need to know something, these answers. I need to find my way. Need help believing. Still, I need to know. I need to go. Something like that. I'm not doing the song justice, and they actually had a good singer do it. So, just imagine that, but sang correctly. And everyone left. I just watched the concurrent viewers drop down to 0. I'm joking. All right, am I? Oh, I didn't know about this at really convenient bridge edge loops forever. Just under Control E and then you bridge them out. It's so friendly. And then let's do. I don't know what the distribution thing is called, but it's very friendly. Barbie as the Island Princess. Thank you. I didn't know that was called. I thought it was called Barbie and the Island Princess. Like there was 2 different ones. Sound muted. Let me know when the few torture is over. It is over. I'm sorry. Oh, I use the. Oh, you want to know? Okay, I'll show you what it does. After I'm done putting this together. Okay, I gotta do the. I gotta at least tell them. Sometimes I need to make a friendly thing. I don't know. There's several times I do this. I know the leading edge and the other edge, and I have an unknown number of objects that I want to be perfectly aligned between them. So I go to the Align tool, and I use the Distribute objects. Grab Start, grab End, and then tell it to distribute between. If I do it correctly, Start, grab End, and then I thought I did it wrong. Right. Huh. Maybe it's this one. Why is this not working? Why is this failing? I use this all the time. What am I doing wrong? Thank you, Shergal. You're not just, yeah. This little align thing, normally it works, but evidently I've done something wrong. It's align. Oh, you're not supposed to select, you're not supposed to select the first and last object. That's, I'm sorry. I often have, I don't want to do the math. I need these to be certain width for slicing, and I need them to start and end at a certain point, and I don't want to do the extra math correctly to make it all line up. Like, I'll show you a real example of it that's a little more accurate. I often have it be where I have these little inset panels. I do this all the time, like these, and I want to, like, I do shift, so let's split that. Then I take this one and I move it here, and then I have my objects. Then I create, like, I want this to be a certain width for it to slice correctly, depending on the orientation and the expected resolution, because you do have slightly different resolutions. Yeah. And then I can do, this is the start, this is the end. And I know as long as I have more than 0.1 between these, it will work. And I can then say, okay, fix these for me, if I do it right. Oh, there you go, grab start. Grab in. It uses the, there you go. And now it's distributed correctly. Oh, no, I'm not going to sing anymore. I'm so sorry for that. I do not sing. Oh, I do sing, just not well. I can hardly do anything in Blender. I don't have time without all my hobbies. I choose to pay you beautifully to make cool stuff for my printer. That's awesome. And that happens a lot when I'm doing work. You better not. All the viewers just came back. I'm not joking. The moment I started, I watched the thing plummet. Here's, sadly, an example of things I have to destroy. This just will not slice on any reasonable printer. So it gets simplified down to this. That has to represent. It's built into Blender, I think. It's under, like, Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, Align tools or something. I really wish I could explain that better, but I'm terrible. This is why we'll never get a sponsorship deal, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I say things that, and then I can't, yeah. Okay, there you go. I love the 3D print toolbox. That is so helpful. This is probably the best add-on in Blender's history. Look, it just made it to where I made this manifold object so fast. And you couldn't find it? I'm set on Blender making a hydroponics tower. I used to do hydroponics, but that was many years ago. I doubt if anyone would know. Let's port this back to collection. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday we're going to Toulouse, France. Ben and I. The Ben and I. Sounds like a great name for my next musical. Don't correct me. We're so close. We are going to probably not actually finish the 270 today, which is kind of annoying because I wanted to show the next part of the process. Yeah, well, I had to pay for my own airfare, but the food and the hotel stay was paid for. I don't understand this. What is this thing doing? This is something that kind of confused me. Why in the world would I want a giant block right in front of my this thing? Who would want that? It's a science that really goes until it doesn't. I don't know what the joke was. I'm too stupid to know. It's a secret door. Also, oddly, I believe a name of a Barbie movie. I have have a little. Well, actually, they're not little anymore, but they would watch all of the movies, and then I, by extension, would watch all of the movies. This is manifold. Can I tell you about Aquablaw? That's actually on my list of things I'm allowed to talk about with you guys. Because Ben has restricted me. No, he doesn't. He lets me do whatever I want. Which is kind of nice because I don't know why he gives me such freedom. I kind of just try to sabotage things. At Aquablaw, which was supposed to be great, but it's been so rainy, which ruins it. Let's do. I know I can do extrude along normals, but I just don't think about it until I'm done. I bet they're going to be that. No, we're not going to any museum. It's a My Mini Factory thing. My Mini Factory invited us. And Aeroscope. I'm not even going to attempt to say these things correctly. Okay. Don't worry. And if you guys are worried, please know that Ben is probably perfectly safe. I think. We're going to have to share the same hotel. It's going to be great. I'm going to tell him stories the whole time. He's going to love it. That's done. Look how far we've gotten. This is the process we do to make all of this work. They are French. No matter how you say it, even perfectly, they will tisk tisk. There was in my family a person who spoke Cajun French, and no matter what you did, you said it wrong. Didn't matter. Didn't matter if you just said it or if they just said it, she just said it. If you say it back to her, you got it wrong. Never get it right. This is not a fast process, but it makes our 270s look significantly better. I've noticed that our 270s are generally pretty good quality compared to a lot of the things people do when they remesh, because there is no remeshing involved. I want to show you. I'll take a moment to show you. Look at this. Isn't it? It's just beautiful. Oh, there you go. I need to turn off the effects. Turn off studio effects. There you go. See that? It's amazing. All the detail, and you gotta look at it in this tiny window, because I don't want to take the time to switch back to the big camera. Zoom, zoom. I just think it's so cool. Beautiful, because I'm saying that the details actually survive this process. All the panel lines, everything. I'm just impressed. If someone's gonna buy something, let me try to get you to buy it. Right now. I'm planning on getting the traveler package. They are pretty good. We have, I want to share something about those. We did get a lot of those pre-done by Ian, and then when we got them, we realized they were unusable. And here's what I mean by that. They were sadly, one second, I gotta get this right. Here's the weird part. The closest vertice in Z is this one. So let's do this, and then we'll switch it to active. There we go. And that's so I don't have to do, I don't have to redo this when it's an identical mesh. No redo. It's identical? No, it's unique. Yeah, they are significantly better. If you go back to, I think it's called, not the Sleipnir, before the Sleipnir. What was the ship before Sleipnir? That was the first 270 I started working on. But if you go back to, they looked, according to, I hate to say it this way. Let me see what it's called, because I thought I could swear it's in here. It's under Git Extensions. Mesh Align Plus. I apologize for not explaining it correctly. Mesh Align Plus. I apologize for misleading you, Kathy. That's a manually done face. That looks good. I'm sorry. Oop, there's some problems with this mesh. Find the problems with me. Let's resolve it together. I was asking about if I should do a voiceover for the videos, and I was pretty much given a very strong, you should be doing voiceover, but just don't use AI voice. Because people evidently hate that. Which makes sense, even though my voice always sounds AI-ish. Sorry. I'm gonna try something. Let's do Control F, extrude faces along normals. Is that properly? Well, hot dog. That actually properly worked. I didn't know that would do that. That's just gonna save me time. The Chimera Minis, yes. Ben, more groveling required. The Chimera Minis, by Ben's own admission, look like someone slipped a condom on top of a mini. That's how he referred to it. Where is it? Why does it randomly do that? The Chimera. No, he's just saying that you lose so much I should have never spoken to any of you. I regret my decisions. Snap by. Oh, it wasn't set to active. Okay, another mistake. Why is it doing this? You know what? I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna go back to this and fix this. Something is just unhappy with trying to snap to this item, so we'll do it manually. I'm not willing to overwork this. Let's see. Pebcac. What does pebcac mean? Did I just say a curse word or something? Because if you trick me just cursing, I'll be so mad at you. I strive to never curse. Have I cursed? Yes. Do I want to curse? No. Hmm. Pebtech. Problem exists between chair. Oh, rude. Oh, because of the thing. Okay, I get why you said it now. Oh, that's a banned error code nowadays. You know that, right? And we're gonna be stopping the stream as I'm gonna do this deck, and then we'll probably be able to finish down to this weird deck, the one that makes the Ratatosk unique of the group to me. There's also I'm really nervous because I've done the Valkyria, we've done the Hena, I call it the suppository. Oh, Overboard, you're banned forever. No, I am joking, but and then we had Ratatosk in 3DO, but we still did not put up. We have sufficient instructions for Sleipnir. It's already in 3DO as its own thing, and the Aesir fleet does not dramatically refine it, so I'm probably not going to release instructions for the Sleipnir, the new version of the Sleipnir, for now. But the Nidhogg is the one I am so nervous about. It is a nightmare of a ship. It looks like it's taller than all the others. It's the biggest one. It's supposed to only be like, he says it's like 13, or no, he says like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. He says it's 12 decks, but it's really 14 decks because how he counts a deck does not make complete sense to me. If you have an entirely separate floor, even if you could see below to the other floor, even partially, he calls it not our deck. He just calls it like A and B, which is terrible. You could have sold this as a 14 deck ship, but he sells it as a 12. But it's like taller than some 12 deck ships would be because it has two doubles in it. Two decks that need two different elevations inside of them. These 270s. Oh, good question, Overboard. Are they included in the Kickstarter pledges? Absolutely. Yes, these 270s have two orientations as well. And I'm actually getting tired working on this. I do not enjoy making the 270s over and over and over again. And I kind of was trying to avoid doing it this time. Oh, we have a problem. You see how that link thing linked and joined? Ah, that's because I have these still. Phew, I was like saying that's not right. It means something is unusual. Let's make sure there's no problems. Let's link these flat faces and delete these. Oh, I don't like that. What is that? What is that? Let's delete that. That shouldn't be there. That was ugly. Ugh. We gotta clean this up a little bit. That was an ugly mesh. I'll do a bad cleanup job. Just click here. We'll delete this edge. It doesn't need to be good for this part. Oh, but this part does need to be merged. There you go. That's the computer auto solve. Not great, but it does what we need for this. I can't wait for the next big project. What is the next big project? That's going to be coming in just a month. Oh, I need to vomit. A month. Oh, that's scary. This mesh is all kinds of wonky. There you go. That should fix it. I don't know why Ben does it his way with the modifier, because this is way clearer just to have it highlight. Is it not a feature in the program? In his, whatever you call it? Does Maya not support identifying non-manifold edges? Because he always does that thing where he makes it, smooths it, and makes all these extra vertices. It doubles the vertices temporarily. It's a strange kludge. Is it kludge the correct word? I don't even know if it's a word. Man, I would like to be able to finish and get, let's see if by this point we can be done with these 2 decks here. If we can get that done, I'll be pretty happy. If we can't, that's fine though. I really, I wasn't expecting to do much work today really, because I arrived super late. It was so nice to just relax. Sludge, kludge. Oh, it's not called a kludge, it's called a sludge. Thank you. I don't know. Tells you how much I know about language. These are joinable. I want to talk about Aqua Blah because I've been wanting to tell you guys about it, but I keep forgetting to because I'm very distractible. So thank you. Thank you for distracting me. It actually is helpful not to have to remember things. I went to Aqua Blah, even though it's been raining this whole time. Well, it's rained every day, and it rains even worse today. Not fun. But the part I wanted to do was I've been wanting to eat moose for a while. And I've always, when I arrive at Aqua Blah, it's too late. And the seller is sold out. They're packing up. Because by the end of the day, they're wanting to like leave. They don't want your business anymore. I know I could have done bridge edge loops. Don't tell me otherwise. I wanted to see what this would produce. There we go. Being distracted is required because the ship's named after a mythical squirrel. I didn't know that actually. If that's true, that's pretty funny. If it's true. You guys look joinable. Yeah, I can join you. And I ate way too much food. I got a moose kebab, and then I got a, oh, these actually need to be preserved too. Here's something weird I don't understand. Sometimes, oh, I need to get back to point. Moose kebab, what else did I get? A burger made from deer. I got some wild pork bites. And I got a donut, which is way more than I ever eat in a day. It was glorious. And then I felt sick, and I couldn't even leave the office because I felt so sick. Do not recommend, but I would do it again. And that was my first day, which was yesterday at Aqua Blah. Today, I'm not even going because it's been terrible weather. Squirrel! Why didn't you do bridge edge loops? I told you don't bring it up. Kramer's the stakes below to the eagles above and back. Oh, I don't know. I am not paid to know. I am not paid to concern myself with such things. Here's a weird one. Why are these not merged together at last? At last, my love has come around. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. I'm sorry for that. Please forgive me. Oh, they're sharp. I can't see with all these sharp drawings everywhere. I do apologize for torturing you all. If I ever want to end a stream early, I know exactly what song to sing though now. Oh, dear. Oh, this is going to be a weird one. So this needs to be this, and then this needs to be here, and then this can do its own thing. This is the part I don't understand. Sometimes randomly at Second Dynasty, it's like someone just gave up, and we get these beauties that don't make sense. I don't even know what's supposed to happen here. Okay, so this is supposed to connect to this, which is supposed to connect to these. no, that's wrong. This connects to this. What is this doing here then? See, this is just weird. There we go. That's close enough. This is all kinds of wrong though. That shouldn't be there. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good cleanup job. Some people suggest the eagle should be named, but John will not try to pronounce that. I thought I did a great job. And here's another weird part. Sometimes things are in the wrong spot. Like, why is this off? There we go. That looks pretty good. Looks like we're not going to be able to go all the way to that bottom, but if we finish even this one deck by quitting time, I'll be happy. Not quitting time, but this is going to be a brief stream, of course. And this time I will do the extrude faces along normals. And the leg bone connects to the thigh bone. There's a hawk named and a rooster named. Those are not letters I can pronounce. This is almost time. Can we do this quickly? I don't know. I don't care. Let's just try. Okay. This is reasonable. There's a door here, but the door does not matter. This door does not matter because there's no way to use this door. I still don't understand what all these doors are for. If someone could explain why this ship has so many doors that go into a wall, thank you. Huh, that's another time. Oh, I wouldn't want to do this. I would want it to be see, like those kind of things. I guess you could, but this would be better to manually fix. And we're going to end the stream in just a few moments more. How exciting. John's counting down the time until he gets to leave because of how much he loves you all. So much. So much. And we're going to end the stream on this last piece, and then I'll see you guys all out. To be ready for the cargo. What's this cargo pod? People keep bringing this up to me, and I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, I want to do the cargo pod. Are you referring to the tribe's offering? Because I would love to do a cargo pod for the tribe. This is not manifold. These are just holes. That's not okay. Right there, that's pretty good. Okay. The mission module. Oh. Wait, the mission module is what is that? That's like the baby, right? That's like the pregnant ship. Didn't we release the mission module? Please tell me we released the mission module. I really hope we did because Albin's going on break soon. We have finished this much of the Ratatosk. I have this much left to do, but I am tired and I really wasn't expecting to do much. Oh no, that's gonna be Albin. Albin has to fix that for me. Make that. I'm gonna finish this rest of this off stream, and I will see you all another day. I have started a 2-day and 3-hour print, so everything will be done. Please remember to do the thing where you say the like and you do the subscribe. I want to thank for the 10 people that watched the stream and for people who chatted. And for those who watch after the fact, you have amazing endurance and patience. So thank you for putting up with me once again. what am I supposed to do? Is there anything I'm supposed to do? I've already done the like, subscribe. I've already shown the expendable base. I explained the new rules in ATV. I've talked about the new shorts initiative. Send your suggestions to us on Discord. Comment on the video. What kind of shorts you want. And I'll see you around. Oh, and back Kathy's Kickstarter. It's starting soon. There's a link. Okay. Ciao. Do 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 do.